What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, Meatballs SOS. So, give you guys a little after action report. I was at the overnight, the winter survival course at Forest City, and it was hosted again by Kevin Johnson. He's an awesome fella. Tough Possum Gear was there. Paul Heck was there. A lot of good people were there, and learned a lot. And every time I've gone to this, I always take away something from here. Usually, it's what worked, what failed, what I would do differently, something that I learned on my own. Nobody taught me. I just came up with the idea myself. Maybe it's already in existence. Whatever the case may be. Look, events like this are good to go to. Because it teaches you what to do differently. It teaches you how to, be self-sufficient if you need be, if you had to. A couple key points. There was an individual there by the name of Adam. He goes by Adam Plays Outdoors. Very nice gentleman. He introduced me to Knorr rice packet and chicken chunk from the can, and that's a real bush food. So, thank you, Adam, for that. That was amazing. By the way, that was so good. And there was a whole host of others that were there that I just can't thank them enough. Thank you to Kevin for hosting such an event. Everybody that was there, all the instructors, even my good friend Shepard. Very, very good. Thank you for everything. But things failed, things worked, and that's why I do these things. Remember, I'm not a survivalist. I'm not a bushcraft expert. I don't portray myself as one. I'm a gear review guy. But I do show techniques that I learned, and I show the different things that work for me, things that don't work for me, and we've seen that in the past. Meatballs fire starting material in the wind. It was windy. Temperatures got down there pretty good. No rain, thank the Lord for that. But my fire start material worked amazingly. The fuel cells that I had, I honestly gave them away finally after BattleBox gave them to me. I can't stand them. Worst thing ever. Take way too long to light. With that being said, I want to talk about winners and losers of this event. So, winner, second time, I'm going to oil them up today, clean them up. A bush blade. Okay, this is from the Blade Point. It's not ivory handle, it's a bone handle. No, it's not a Walmart knife. It's actually 10 times better than a Walmart knife. This was my hidden gem on eBay buy, and it has it worked amazingly. So, winner. Another winner that I did not bring down there, but I bought down there, was one of Kevin's very own Honing ceramic knife sharpening rods. These things are amazing. I mean, look at the quality of this. Look at this thing. Okay, paracord. Look at this thing. All right, and it is. I put a nice edge on my blade with this. Amazing. So, Kevin, keep cranking these out, man. These things were awesome. Very, very, very nice. Worked very well. Another winner were the NATO two-finger gloves. These were great, especially when I was trying to handle some of the hot stuff. You're gonna need these. These are awesome. Don't forget your inserts, the wool inserts too. That was a winner. Another winner was, let's see here. This is the My Patriot Supply. No, Ready Hour. I'm sorry, Ready Hour cooking kit. my first time I actually got to use it. I've been using other things such as my GI cook set, which I don't have with me on hand at the moment. I think it's getting worked on right now. But these are not, by the way, made for a fire pit. These were designed for a jet burner, and you don't want to put these near your fire pit. They have rubber handles. I burned mine. I knew that this was going to be an issue. However, I didn't notice that there was another fire starting, but closer to my handle, and it melted my rubber. So the thing itself didn't fail. The user, failed. the user was messed up. So, with that being said, the Ready Hour cook set definitely came in hand. Was very nice. So that's another winner. I'm trying to think. What else did we have? French Army surplus tent. That was another winner. Some more battle box stuff. Nothing really worth noting. Yeah, just don't do battle box. If you got battle box, I wouldn't even bother. You know, one of the losers in particular is like half and half. He kind of like lost halfway. I used this Pathfinder bag for my canteen. This is a Pathfinder. See that? Okay. The bag itself worked. I mean, this bag is amazing. Okay, that's why it's like a 50-50. All right, this whole thing, this whole kit. All right. I showed this bag before. Okay, in this bag, you know, I keep my fuel. I have my canteen cook set. All right, here it is. I keep a little survival tube in here with some fire start material. I got some bait line, fishing line, Ranger wraps, and then I just keep the lid at the bottom covered. And all right, let's see what else. I think that's it. Yeah. In the other compartment here in the front, I keep. Let's see here, the jet burner. And a big lighter in that pocket. That's really about it. And in the back, so there's a little pocket here in the back. I keep some water tabs, okay? Because why not? If it's a canteen, it's your water. It's my water bag. It wouldn't make sense not to have water tabs next to your water canteen. Anyways, here's the reason why it was a half and half. Canteen itself. This thing's awesome. I love this thing. Just for that reason. It's wide mouth. You want to put snow inside or whatever, what have you, and you need to stab the shit out of it, break up the ice, whatever. You cannot go wrong with that. This thing worked. This thing was awesome. This thing was so good. Okay. Canteen worked amazing. Next. I haven't really had to use this yet, per se. I know what it's for. It's my little stove, okay? You put your pot on top like this. You feed it under here, light your fire, okay? There's your vents in the back. I haven't really had to use it yet. I haven't been in a situation like that yet. If I am, let's say, on my own, you know, where there's, you know, what have you, and I got to use this, then yeah, I'm going to do my own thing. So I really haven't had to use this yet, but I'm not going to just throw this out. Here's where the fail came. Pathfinder took the idea from the US GI kit, right? With the cup. Now, here's the problem with this. It was okay up until I was drinking my coffee and this locking mechanism decided to go up on itself, and here's what happened. Hot coffee all over my nuts. Doesn't feel good. So, I have an issue with this piece right here. Here is the fail. Okay? You see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. The slightest knee-jerk reaction, okay, when you're drinking this thing, this stupid thing likes to slide up and come back down. Now, granted, you could pinch these little tabs in, right? Yeah, I could pinch these tabs in. But I bought a product. My problem is I bought something that was supposed to work. And this was only really my second time using this thing. As you can tell, it's not really all that bad. And for those of you that know, this barely has seen the fire. Most of the time, people who use the hell out of their stuff, it's black. But I use the standard issue Army surplus gear that I swear by, that my channel lives by, is Army surplus gear for the most part, and it doesn't. I don't have this problem. So for the Pathfinder gear, that's what happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just don't. These tabs are like, I don't know if they're too far out, what the deal is, but I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to go fix someone's problem. Okay. I really, like I said, I don't know what happened. I'm looking at this thing. You know, I don't know if it came. No, it didn't come like that's factory. That is factory. Okay, you can see it's factory. All right, that's factory. There's a slight bevel. All right, because of the design of the can. All right. So, like I said, I don't know what happened. It didn't happen once. It didn't happen twice. It happened to me 3 times. You know, and I'm like, what the hell? Am I like, you know, and I wasn't like shaking because I was cold. It just, for whatever reason, I'm talking, you know, like whatever, you know, and I'm drinking, and you know, and boom, there it goes. Like you see, like just now, just did it on camera. You can't make this shit up. I swear to God. You know, look at, I mean, it doesn't even. Okay, and I didn't like throw it up in the air. Okay, I literally was just drinking my cup, and I came down. And I turned and I looked, and as I went like this to look the other way, this thing just whoop right in my lap. So, 3 times. So that's why it wasn't a complete fail. I'll give it to them. They designed it. I understand what they did with everything. Great, but what is up with this? I mean, you guys got to go back to the drawing board, or figure out maybe you have some kind of defect in these. I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know, some people might not have that issue. I don't know. But these tabs are too far out. They shouldn't be that far out. They should be in a little bit better. Otherwise, you're going to have hot coffee in your nuts. So that was kind of a half and half. I'm not going to completely roast the Pathfinder gear. Because like I said, I'm fair. I'm fair. Okay. It wasn't like it was the Hidden Woodsman bag that I had, you know, was it like 2 years ago or a year ago, where water got inside. But at any rate, it's good. It needs to go back to the drawing board, or there's a factory issue there. I don't know. So that's that. You know, I don't know. I know what's gonna happen. All the Pathfinder goons and little soy boy, beta boys are gonna be like, oh, you just don't know what the hell you're talking about. You poser, you this, you that. Shut up. I don't care about you people. You're irrelevant. But it didn't say it was horrible. I just said they need to go back to the drawing board or something. Or like I said, maybe it was a factory problem. I don't know. But the cantina was awesome. I used the hell out of this thing. I mean, it held a lot of water for me. I was able to make my ramen noodles and everything. Now, with that said, my little gas one and stove thingy, whatever the hell they're called, jet burner. I can't think straight right now. Forgive me. I am like sleep deprived, like you wouldn't believe. This thing worked out very well. Okay. For those of you that don't know. This worked out very well. It's good to have a secondary source to heat up your food and your coffee and your soups right away. Just in case wood is wet or elements are not quite what they should be, or what you would want them to be, rather. Because like we have control over the weather, right? It's always good to have a secondary source. You don't want to go hungry and then you lose calories and then you can't work to get shelter, and then, you know what I mean? So we need fire. Fire is the key to life, next to water. Fire and water. What else? What else were some winners? Meat, you keep all that in your bag? Yes, I do. I keep all this in my canteen bag. I don't recommend it, but I do it because why not? Let's see here. I'll reorganize that later. What else? Picked up a cool slingshot. Kevin makes some really wicked, crazy slingshots. The real winner. The real winner. I should have done this live. The real winner of this. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. The real winner of this. And Shepard is my witness. My blow dryer. My leaf blower. Oh, it still smells like a like pine, fresh cut pine. Man, listen, all you guys with your bow drills and trying to listen. This stupid thing. I thought this was a gimmick. This is not a gimmick. This thing is legit. This is as real can get. I thought, man, when the hell am I going to use this? I let somebody else use this. I placed it in their hands, and it performed better than I thought. You get that bird's nest, save your breath. Okay? Just save your breath. You can use this thing, it'll go. It's something else. That's all I gotta say. So this was a good win. My Boulder camp chair was a hit amongst the people there. I had a couple questions asked about that, or Boulderton. I'll get the brand. Yeah, everything. My Aldrich neck knife worked out very well. Let's see here. I got my bag from the weekend. I didn't use the Corona. Let's see here what I got. I'll have to go through it later. So my Sportsman Guide sleeping bag worked very well. I'm gonna tell you a story. What happened? It was 3:00 in the morning, and all of a sudden, I heard commotion, but before I heard the commotion, I was waking up and it was cold. It was like death crept on me or something. It was creeping up on me, and I felt the coldness all over the place, everywhere. And I woke up and I heard some noise, and I went to go see what was going on, and I turned my arm like this to go get out of my sleeping bag, and I heard crunch, and I'm like, oh my god, it was ice. So that sucked. Well, that was not enjoyable. And then the floor was wet. I learned something. I learned a valuable lesson, and this is the part I want people to listen to and pay attention. If you stuck with me this far, sorry for the lengthy video. This is just an after action review. Here's what happened. My vents on the tent were open. They were not closed. All right, they were open all the way, and I actually staked my tent better than I ever have. The wind, the cold, and your body heat. There were hammock campers there, and their hammocks were open, wide open hammocks with mosquito nets over them. This is what happened. Okay, this goes back to the Ron Hood days of when he's talking. I think one of his very first videos he talked about was staying warm and condensation and all these things and what have you. Your body heat gets pulled down. Okay, your body heat gets pulled down to the earth. Gravity pulls everything down to the earth. Here's what happened. My body heat got pulled down to the ground. Condensation formed inside on the floor. Condensation also formed on the top. However, it froze as it was hitting and the wind was blowing in. Temperatures did get to freezing. But like I said, the bottom was wet the top was frozen. The people in their hammocks were nice and cozy. Air was able to circulate, and they were not on the floor. And you were on the floor. Blah, blah. I had a 6-inch mattress pad, 6-inch mattress pad, an inflatable. Yeah, I cheated. I don't care. Remember, this is practical survival, not whatever. So the floor was wet. Top was frozen. Sleeping bag was frozen. People in the hammocks were fine. And the only thing I could think of, and I'm thinking back to what Ron Hood was saying, is that the air underneath was traveling and the air over was traveling, going through the net. Their body heat was just going up into the air. There was nothing it was latching to. Everything was being let go. Gases let go. They had no. Of course, they were going to be warm. If I had that and that sleeping bag, no issue. But I wasn't the only one that had the problem with the tents. Almost everybody had it. Well, you could have had a hot tent. You would have been just fine. Yeah. But this is a valuable lesson for all you survival experts. If you don't have the luxury or the privilege or what have you of owning a hot tent, and you have a basic tent, something to keep in mind when it happens to be like that. The temperatures are like that, and you have wind, you have the cold, and it goes from 60 to like 30s and in 20s so fast. These are things to keep in mind. A secondary shelter on hand is not a bad idea if you pack things right. A secondary shelter is not bad. And you want to know something? It doesn't take up much room in your pack. It doesn't take up that much room. So that was a hard lesson learned, but better learn now than later. And that's pretty much it. I can't say enough. Like I said, on some of the gear that I have, I've used it for years. It's trusted. I will maybe put a gear list that on YouTube on some of these things. I don't know yet. But yeah, it was great. It was a good time. Lessons learned, like I said. So, without any further ado, I'm not going to keep rambling on. Thanks for sticking with me. Stay safe. Thumbs up.